So light waves enter through your cornea, which is that line, and then through your pupil right there, and then the lens right here, and the iris, which is the red thing right there, dilates and contracts the pupil to control the amount of light entering the eye, and the cornea and the lens focus waves toward the retina. Which basically bends the light and projects an inverted image. Then the light hits the retina, setting off photoreceptors. So the photoreceptors are going to be right here, and that's the cones and the rods. And they fire activating the bipolar cells, which connect the photoreceptors to the ganglion cells. And then the ganglion cells are excited, which they form the optic nerve, which carries the messages to the brain. And then the fovea, which is that right there, is located at the back of the eye, kind of like above the optic nerve area, and it's the point of central focus, and the blind spot, which is kind of like under, that way it's supposed to be up there, is located around the start of where the optic nerve meets the retina. And yeah, it's pretty much a blind spot in your eye. And then the bipolar cells basically connect the rods and cones to the ganglion cells, and the ganglion cells make up the optic nerve. And the impulses that are sent first stop at the thalamus, which is, where is it? The thalamus is around like the middle of the head, and then that basically probably directs the impulses to the visual cortex, which is right here, and it's in the occipital lobe, which is at the back of your head. And then the chiasm is basically in like kind of like the middle, and it's where the optic nerve fibers from each eye cross over each other. And then feature detectors are basically in the visual cortex, like these little yellow things represent them. And they're neurons that respond to certain visual aspects of the environment. And then the trichromatic theory states that the retina contains 3 color receptors, and they can produce the perception of any color when stimulated in different combinations. And then the opponent process theory basically states that opposing retinal processes such as like red or green enable color vision.